Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Okay, we are carrying on pretty much directly from where we left off last episode. We've got 2 days left of the very short drought at the start of this map. I'm in a slightly better position than I was mentally the last time I played, so hopefully this should be a little smoother. Still annoyed at the size of the kohlrabis that one farm can actually harvest, but you know, we've got cassava coming in now. We are going to need storage for that. Unfortunately, we don't really have any logs or planks. Yeah, I think these trees are fairly close to growing. Yeah, we're on 90%, 89. Oop. Yeah, so we're fairly close to a few of these trees growing up, so we'll get some wood in fairly soon, but obviously we can't produce planks at the moment until we've got water flowing through here, because we've got no power for our lumber mill at the moment. All the logs that do come in are obviously being used to construct this arrangement up here. I do realise now that I'm actually going to need another platform as well. We have 129 science. Okay, I'll... Yeah, because we're going to need to get across so we can get this centre one here. So we only need one, well, we need 3 tiers worth of platforms. Yeah, I'll wait until we've got 150 science, then I'll unlock the tier 2 and I'll plonk a tier 1 on top. And obviously we'll demolish that once that's built. Okay. That's where we are there. There's not a lot else we can do for the moment. I've turned one of our water pumps off because we don't really need it at the moment. We're doing okay for water for now. And obviously we don't want to drain that. There's not a lot of water in there as it is. So we don't want to go through that too quickly. Yeah, I guess I'll spin on till the end of the drought. I can't imagine anything drastic is going to happen before then. But then, as soon as we get some planks in, we are going to want to start putting in some more storage, because we're going to want storage for cassavas, which we don't currently have, and we're going to want storage for fermented cassavas, which we don't currently have. Yeah. Okay, I'll spin on till the drought ends. Okay, there we go. The drought is over. Yeah. Easy enough. Right, let's turn this water pump back on so we can top up our stores. We've dropped down to 70 in storage. We have 1 spare bed, 2 spare beavers. So we can pop 2 into that. I'll shut down one of our inventors and pop them in the fermenter. Okay, obviously we're going to wait for the water to return before that starts producing, but it shouldn't be too long. Right, we still need planks, we still need logs. I can unlock the tier 2 platform now and pop one in there. There we go, we'll be able to reach that centre section now. Yeah, I'm going to have to spin on for a couple more days, I think, because we are going to need to... Oh, I tell you what. Oh, what can we do? What can we do? Let's... Yeah, let's pause our other inventor briefly. Switch this lumberjack flag on. We'll be able to collect these logs. We'll be able to get this hopefully done a bit more quickly. And then some of those logs can go towards turning into planks. Yeah, okay, and then what are we looking at next? Well, firstly, we are going to want probably more housing. So we'll need to dedicate some logs to housing. We're going to want some kind of entertainment for our beavers. Even if it's just a campfire or something like that. Something to keep them a little bit happy when they're not working. I could increase their work hours, but at the moment it's not really worth it. No, I think we're okay for the moment. Yeah, so I'll spin on for a couple of days and see how we do. So, day 4. We are basically playing a waiting game, waiting for these trees to grow up so we can get the wood, so we can turn all of this building site into something useful. And it is going to take a while, obviously. We are... Let's have a look. How are we doing on these? Yeah, 92% of the way through. So another few days, and we'll start getting some of these oaks in. And that will give us a big boost. No drought warning yet. Probably in the next couple of days, I would imagine. And hopefully it is a drought. Because if it's a bad tide, then, yeah, we're going to have some problems. I mean, it's going to be replanting all of this, essentially, which would be a pain, because it would lose all of that lovely wood that we've got growing. In terms of the pines... Yeah, again, another couple of days before any of those grow. Oh, yeah, another day or so before we start getting some more pines in, I think. So, at the moment, we've got 1 unemployed, 2 spare beds, 1 child. We do have 2 of these switched off. I think I'm going to turn this one back on. Just in case. We don't want to start running out of beavers. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, and there's not a lot else I can do, really. We're building up science, which is good. It's not going to do us a lot of good if we can't get the wood in. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Eventually we'll be able to come down here and start clearing out wood down here. We can use this area for planting. We'll probably dam this off here. Yeah, I mean, maybe eventually just take this whole section out with dynamite, deepen this whole section and make a little lagoon here. That mightn't be a bad plan. But yeah, we'll want to get all of this wood. We've got lots more down here. We don't want this to be killed off by a bad tide that we aren't able to divert. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We if possible, we'll conserve as much of this as possible. You know, as possible. Impossible. Let's go. Start of day 7 then. Still no drought warning. So it's probably going to be a short one. We've got our oaks starting to come in. So we're going to get a bunch of wood from that. We've got a bunch of pines to cut down as well. We're making progress on this levee arrangement here. I've paused this one so we don't get any trapped beavers, basically. Yeah. I'm thinking ahead. I'm clever. Everything else is going okay. We seem to be hovering around 100 water at the moment. We've got 1 incapacitated beaver. That'll be... Oh, you're actually ill. Alright. 80 science, we can afford it. We'll unlock a medical bed. We'll pop that in. Where should we pop that in? Let's pop it in opposite the breeding pods there. And we'll prioritise that. 5 logs, that's, you know, that's an entire oak, almost. Yeah, but we should be alright. Don't know that we'll get this finished by the time the drought hits. It's possible. We might. Unlikely, but we might. We'll certainly try. But we've got at least 4 days, so there is a chance. I guess I'll just spin on. There's not, again, not really much else I can do until this is complete. And this is really the priority, apart from Mr. Bandaged Tail down here. Ooh. Oh no, I've lost you now. Where are you? Who are you? Renjai, how did you injure yourself, you daft beaver? Okay, well this is being built, so 1 more log and you'll be fine. Okay. I shall spin on until the start of the drought or bad tide. Right, there we are. There's the drought. It's going to be 7 days. That's going to be slightly trickier for us, I think, but we'll be all right. We'll pause the deep water pump here. We'll pause both of these bits of industry. Thank you, autosave. That was good timing, as usual. I've built some more storage up here for fermented cassavas. We don't have a huge number of fermented cassavas, and we won't get any more until after the drought. Plenty of wood, though. Our levee arrangement is complete, so that will hopefully protect us from the bad tides. Hopefully. Yeah, 7 days, this is likely to dry up, you know. We're likely to take enough out of here to dry this up, and we might not have enough water in storage to protect us. So, what can we do about that? Not a lot, really. We're just going to have to brave it out and hope we do all right. In the meantime, I am building another barrack up here, so we'll have some more housing space. We currently have 2 unemployed beavers. That's okay. That's fine. What I'll do is I will put those in the district centre for now. And let's start making our way down here. Cheapest way to do it is going to be like that, isn't it? I think. There we go. And that'll bring us down here, which will give us access to some of these trees as well. That's a start. Okay. They can get on with that. Food-wise, we should be alright, I think. We've got the kohlrabi still coming in. We've got 165 of those in storage, so we should be able to survive on kohlrabis and berries. Whether we're going to have enough water in here to survive, I don't know. Let's, you know what? No, yeah, we'll leave that off. I was going to turn that on and just get everything into storage. Maybe build some more water storage. Probably not a bad idea, and putting it up here by the housing is probably a fair idea as well. Okay. I'll spin on. Okay, day 15. We've got 3 days left of the drought. We've still got a little bit of water in here. Not a huge amount, and it's not going to last much longer. I started to put in some additional storage over here for raw cassavas, because we're starting to fill up our farmhouse with cassavas at the moment. But we don't have quite enough planks to get it all finished. However, we do have quite a lot of logs in storage. So, I'm going to put in a large power wheel, and I'm going to put that right out here, I think. There we go. We'll bring a path along there. We have made it down onto this plateau here. We've got ourselves a log cutter in here to start clearing out these dead trees now. When the water comes back, they'll probably come back to life. Yeah. So water will come back in 3 days, and these have got 7 days before they die off. So we should be okay. They should survive. And then what we'll probably want to do is make our way around here and dam this section off. But what I want to do is get this constructed first, and then we'll start loading it up with beavers. So I'm actually going to turn this breeding pod on as well. Now we've got the additional housing. So we have a bunch of beavers, so we can get a couple in there. We can get another industrial lumber mill on there, so it's always able to produce. Maybe another fermenter. That might not be a bad idea. But certainly a lumber mill, so we can get planks set up. Oh yes, I put in a campfire down here for our beavers. Hasn't really affected their well-being at all. They've got higher standards, apparently. But yeah, we're doing all right. We're surviving. There's no major difficulties. There's no major points of frustration like there was last episode. So we're doing well in that regard. Yeah, I guess I'll continue spinning on. As soon as this is built, what are we looking at? We have 30 logs out of the 100 we need. Like I said, we have 150 in stock, so it's not going to be a problem. We still haven't got to these pine trees yet. We've been working our way through the oaks. It might be worth getting another lumberjack down here, you know. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Let's get ourselves another lumberjack in just down here. We might need to rearrange this area. We might want to take out this industry here at some point. We'll see. I guess I'll spin on. How are we doing for water in there? Oh. Okay, so it's basically there. We've got that much water. That's not a lot. That's probably going to go... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it went by the end of the day today, but we'll see how we do. Half a day before the water returns, and we've just lost hydration in this area here. So we've just sucked the last of the water out of here. It's coming back in the morning. We'll be fine. It shouldn't affect our crops, really. Yeah, should be fine. No problem at all. We've still got a little bit in here keeping some hydration over our log growing operations. So that's good. We've got our... Oops. Oh, no. What are you doing? I thought I reduced you. There we go. That'll be why we don't have any workers anywhere. There we go. You're putting 78 horsepower out, and that needs 75 to operate, so that's fine. So we are getting some logs in. We've put in storage for raw cassavas there. Yeah, we're doing fine. I'll come back when the water does. There we go. Okay, so we're back on the wet season. We've already got these floodgates set up where they need to be, so that's fine. Shouldn't take too long to fill that, I wouldn't have thought. No, should be fine. That's only a little bit to fill up there, and then we'll get the water back. We might get a little bit of flooding in this area when it fills up, because obviously it will fill up there and cause a bit of a wave back the other way. We do have 3 spare beavers, so we'll unlock those. I've taken 2 out of there already. I will pause the lumber mill, but we will unpause the fermenter, keep the lumber mill paused. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, and down here, we want to get across to here and dam this section as well. So, what's the best way of doing that? Probably just putting in some steps like so. That'd probably help if I connected the path up. And then just one tier 2 platform there, and we'll come along like so. Oh, no, we don't want levees, we want dams. There we are. And we'll dam across there. Yeah, that should do. That will give us a little bit more water in there. We could probably put a couple of water pumps down here as well. Okay, there's the water coming back. That's good. Right. They've got some building to be getting on with. We have 8 spare beds. We have 4 children. No spare adults. That's okay. We've got the inventors switched off at the moment. We're building up a stock of planks. Food-wise, we're down to kohlrabies, but once the water returns, they'll be able to ferment some of the cassavas we have in stock. And it looks like we're getting some more in from a new harvest there. We've managed to get through most of our trees now. Looks like our forester is doing a bit of catch-up work, because they were cut down during the drought, and obviously it doesn't replant if the land isn't hydrated. Yeah, okay. There we go. Right. I'll spin on. We've already got the first set of steps in, so I'll spin on until this bit is done. Right, there's the drought warning. We're on day 4, so probably going to be slightly longer than it was before. We're nearly done with this dam. We just need another 12 logs, which we have in stock, so that's not a problem. Food-wise, we're doing a bit better. Water-wise, not so much. So I am going to get ourselves another water pump built down here. We only have 1 available beaver at the moment. But that's okay. We have multiple children waiting to grow up, so that shouldn't take long. We are... Oops. Okay, we just had 2 children born, so we're probably going to get at least one of these children growing up fairly soon. Yeah, alright, we're doing alright. We do need more water. That's definitely a priority. We need more water coming in. We don't really have the beavers for that yet. I don't want to risk boosting our population too far and not being able to keep up with the water demands. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll put this one in here. Yeah, I was just thinking if there was anywhere else we could take beavers from, and there isn't really. I could take one out of here, couldn't I? There we go. We'll take a beaver out of the lumberjack flag there because it's not doing anything since we've actually managed to get through all of our logs. How are you doing? You're halfway there. We've got another couple of logs coming down. That's fine. All right. Okay. For the moment, I'll put that extra one in there then. And I'll spin on till the start of the drought. Okay, there we go. 6 days, so not as bad as last time. We should be alright. I'll switch this deep water pump off. We've got this one running down here. We're still not really stocking up our water. Yeah. We'll see. We might need more water pumps. There's not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. Unless we... Oh, I suppose we could come down here and dam this off here as well, but that doesn't help us a huge amount. Down here it does at least open up some more space for farming, assuming that we can keep it hydrated, but during the drought, well, certainly during longer droughts, that's going to become more and more difficult to do. We're just going to need more and more storage, I think. Yeah, it's probably worth getting some storage down here. Just so the poor beaver in here doesn't have to go very far to drop off water. But yeah, 6 days we should be okay. We do have plenty of food. The water is a bit more of an issue. Logs we're doing okay for, but we're not really using them apart from making planks, which also useful. We've got 3 unemployed, so let's open up the inventors' huts again and top those up. We have 2 lumberjacks here that aren't really doing anything, so I'll pause that one. I think I'll actually demolish that second flag there now. Probably better to have them spaced out a bit more. Yeah, okay. It's probably a good idea to get a fermenter over here, isn't it? So let's get a fermenter on there. In fact, let's do this a little differently. Let's put it on like that, and then we can attach another building on there, can't we? Yes, yes we can. And we probably will at some point. We could get some canola planted, couldn't we? And get an oil press in. We don't have the beavers for it just yet. No. We'll wait a little while. We'll build up our population a little bit. Obviously, fairly slowly. But we'll put in some more farming down here and plant some canola, I think. Is that the best one to do? Oh. Yeah, probably. Getting a little patch of canola, building up some canola oil. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Let's concentrate on getting these beavers fed before I start thinking about improving their food. Okay, there we go. That's the end of the drought. We did fine. We've still got 80 odd water in stock, which isn't a huge amount, but it's enough. We've still got a little bit of water left in this channel here. I've only just turned this second pump back on. We did dry up around here though, but that's fine. Let's set this about halfway up. We'll get a little bit more water stored in there. But yeah, we did absolutely fine. I have taken out the lumber mill and fermenter that were here and replaced them with a gear workshop, so that we can actually get some gears produced. I've put in some storage over here for gears, so once the water starts flowing we can put someone in there. I've turned off this lumberjack here because they've pretty much cleared this area. I do think probably getting some farmland in down here isn't a bad idea. Maybe for soybeans, because that's another fermented food that we can use the fermenter here for when it's not making cassavas. I suppose we could use this for farmland as well, couldn't we? Tell you what, let's start there. Let's get a farmhouse in there, and we will plant up a few stands of soybeans. Let's see how they do with that. That's not going to plant there, is it? Let's leave it at that. Let's see how they do there. Oh, well, looks like these farmers can reach at least some of that. That's good. Okay, the water is returning, so that will start to fill up. That will start to turn. We can get ourselves a beaver in the gear workshop. Yeah. All right, so what is next then? I think we should probably start thinking about some well-being for these beavers, honestly. And a fairly simple thing would be... I can't do it there. No, that's not going to work. All right, let's change that plan then. We'll need to do it somewhere else. I guess down here? Maybe? Yeah, let's put it in there. We'll get ourselves a rooftop terrace in there. At least it'll give them some more well-being. Okay, right. I'll spin on until the water returns, and hopefully we'll be able to fill all of this up in the time between droughts. Well, there we are. It only took until day 2 for everything to fill up and start flowing again, so that's good. I was just wondering where the bad water was. It doesn't seem to have caught up yet. That's all quite fresh through there at the moment. Anyway. Right, what is next? Probably building our population a little bit more, which means we need to keep an eye on our food stuff. 400 food at the moment. We've got our soybeans planted over here. How long do they take? 8 days. Alright, that's not too bad. We should be able to get at least one harvest out of that. We're probably going to want some storage, aren't we? So let's bring our storage up this way. Like so. We can get some more storage in up there, can't we? We'll keep this for fermented soybeans, I think. And we will put in a medium warehouse up this end. There we go. And you can be to store raw soybeans. There we go. Okay, so how are we doing? We've got 2 whole gears. Excellent stuff. 94 planks, that's not too bad. Not a huge amount of logs at the moment, but we do have 2 lumberjacks working there. Yeah, what do I want to do with this? I'm torn between more log planting and more farming. I don't know. I don't know. Really don't know. We do want more well-being though, because we're still floating at 7. We've got our rooftop terrace in, so that's good. That'll be a little bit more of a bonus. We've got a medical bed. We've got a grindstone. What would be next? I mean, showers maybe? Scratchers. 100 science for a scratcher. 5 planks, 5 logs. Let's get a scratcher or 2 in, shall we? There we go. We'll get a couple of scratchers up there. That should help as well. Right. I'll spin on till we get the drought warning. Or bad tide warning. Could be a bad tide. There's the drought warning. So we've just hit day 6. So we've got 3 days for that. I'm in the process of putting in some more housing. Because we are starting to run low on free space, which is good. We've currently got the lumber mill switched off and the gear factory switched off because we don't have the logs and I don't want to burn through all of our planks making gears. We are 60% of the way through our soybeans. So maybe about 3 days left before they come in. So they'll come in about the same time as the drought hits. Everything else is going okay. We are at a well-being of 9, which is pretty good. We have an injured beaver somewhere, do we? Oh, Zashi, you injured yourself, you foolish beaver. Yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. We are, spending a lot of time waiting for logs again. So I think I'm going to set up some more tree planting down here. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I was thinking about what we need. And we're going to need metal sooner or later. Because a lot of the stuff we want to start looking at, like the tubeways, require metal blocks. So we are going to need that eventually. I say eventually, quite quickly. In terms of everything else, putting in an oil press will be useful once we start farming cassava. No, not cassava. Canola, that's the one. Hydroponic gardens require metal. Food factories require metal. Coffee brewery requires metal and treated planks. So, until we get metal, the oil press is really the only thing we can go for. But we don't know how much we need the oil press. Let's pause for a second. Yeah, we'll need it for the soybeans. Okay, right. Okay, sure. That's annoying. Right, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to pause the gatherer because we are full on berries for the moment. And I'm going to clear that section there. And we'll put canola in there. We will need more storage, so we can put that over here once we get some wood in. That'll be fine. How long does canola take to grow? 9 days. Alright, we might not get a crop of this. We'll have to be careful with our water along here. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll have to see. But once that's cleared, I'll put in canola seeds along there. Okay, there we are. The drought has started. 11 days. It's the longest one yet. We will probably be okay. We've got water stored up. We've got water in our little river areas here. So yeah, we should be all right. I've got the gear factory switched off still. I did turn it on briefly so we can get some more gears in stock. Oops. Because we need them for the oil press, which we are going to put in. And we'll stick that in just there. And join it up with a path. We will need storage for canola seeds and canola oil, obviously. Probably easiest to come up this way. And pop in our storage on there. And you are going to be for canola seeds. There we go. And we'll obviously not be turning this on until we've got a crop in. But it's all planted up and ready to go. We are about 30% of the way through, so that's good. We'll probably get a harvest, I expect. This is, 99%. So this will be done any second now. Yeah. Oh, and I was also putting some extra housing up here. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. We've done slightly better. We're going to see how we do during this drought. There's not obviously a lot of water up here. As a starting location, this isn't particularly good for us. I think there's only like 2 source blocks down there. So, yeah, we'll have to do what we can. These pumps don't seem to be filling our tanks particularly quickly. I've got this one set to supply, but obviously we don't yet have any haulers. So that's not particularly helpful for us. Maybe getting some haulers in wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, go on. Let's get a hauling post in. We'll pop that in just there. Right. They've got some building to be getting on with during the drought. and we'll find out how they do next episode. So thanks very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe, it really does help the channel out. Please check out the other videos on my channel. Please leave any comments down below, and thank you very much everybody who comments. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.